Hello, everybody. Gbenga Olatunji here. Today we shall be talking about what everybody must know about business, even when you are not in business. What everybody must know about business, even when you think you are not in business. You say, Gbenga, I'm not in business. I don't open any shop. Just like a conversation I recently had asking a young new friend, what do you do for a living? And the answer was like, I'm not working. Okay, but what do you do? But I'm baking. She said she's not working, but apparently she's a baker. But the idea of work to her means another thing. So you may be in that position too, that you think that, but Gbenga, I'm not in business. Or I tell you, by the time we are through with this talk, you will understand and agree with me that you are in business. So what everybody must know about business, even though you think you are not in business, we are not going to be philosophizing, trying to define and establish what business is. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of definition has been given to it. Some will define it as any organization or individual engaged in commercial activity, industrial or professional activity. Others may say that no, it's not. It's individual. A business is individual or a corporate organization. In whatsoever way we look at it, those definitions are actually not wrong and they are overly precise. The truth is simply that a business is any person or group of people who have customer. So once you have customer, that is somebody is ready to dip his or her hand into his or her purse and give you a reward, a consideration, maybe in form of money or otherwise. I tell you, you are in business. Once somebody could give you a consideration for work or job well done, you are already in business. So a business or anybody in business is somebody that has a customer. Then it means if you do not have customer, you are not in business. If nobody rewards you for anything you are doing, you most likely are not in business then. And you'll see that hardly are we going to find anybody, probably children, in this category of people. If you have somebody that is willing to give you some consideration for what you've done, you are in business. Somebody may ask, Gbenga, why should I listen to you? Why should I listen to you about business? You said building business series. I tell you, you need to listen to this series about how to build business. By the grace of God, business is running in my vein. From the primary school, I've been building business. It all started where I build and make dusters and sell to my other students when we are required to bring duster to school. So I make duster as early as primary school age and sell to customer. So I have and I've been in business. And by age 25, I'd already built a business in which people pay in advance to get my product at the end of 6, 7, 10 months. They pay in advance to get my product. At age 25, I'd already done that. So these are some of the reasons you need to listen to Gbenga when he talks about building business series and how to build business. This is by way of introducing this building business series, as many had already started to access the playlist on the channel. And that's why I said, let me come out and introduce to us and let us know that this thing is going to come out boldly and is going to be impactful for everyone that listen to the building business series. So many people go into business without really knowing much about what they need to know about the business or in the industry they want to venture into. And many people go to business without with wrong motive. Some people will say, I just want to have my own time. It's good. Time is critical factor in life and it's a wealth on its own. But I tell you, if you are going into business to have your own time, I tell you the time will not be there if you want to build a business. That is not a strong enough reason to go into business, because I'll tell you by experience that you are not going to have that your own time when you are in business for yourself and by yourself. Some people will say, I just want to escape my boss. I tell you, if you go into business because you want to escape boss or somebody being bossy around you, I tell you, you are not escaping. You are going to the greater bosses of bosses you are going to meet in the business world, because your clients and your customer are going to be highly demanding more than the boss you thought you want to escape. Immediate cash, another reason people will say, I just let me do this business and say I can have cash flow, ego. I tell you, if you want to build business, it must be for the long haul, not for immediate cash. Because if you want cash now, you may jeopardize the longevity and the going concern of that business. I was telling the person that this nature of business that you are going to, I hope you'll be able to endure it. It will take like 3 years to break even. The person told me, no, I've researched, I've done this, I've done that, and money is coming in. I'm going to break even this year. Well, no problem. Let's see. Years had rolled by, and we could see that break-even point is yet to be achieved, because business should be built for long haul. Of course, there are some businesses that are like cash cow. They are going to bring raw business. But if you really want to build business that will last and outlast you, it must be for the long haul, not immediate cash you can get from it. I have passion for business. I have passion for this business and I want to go for it. It's good if you have passion for what you do, is good, but I tell you too, this may be another wrong reason. And I tell you, if you want to produce what you are passionate about, why should I buy it? Because it's selfish. You want to sell what you only enjoy. Do you know whether I like it? So if you go into business because you're passionate about that service, that product, you may be going into business for wrong reason, and at the end of the day, you may not have that amount of customer that you may think the business really deserves to survive. I tell you, a lot of things are required to make business survive, and all these building blocks we are going to examine them one after the other. And please be on the lookout for Building Business series. I still remain Gbenga Olatunji from G. James Associates. Like us, subscribe to us, click notification. We are value to life. We are value to your business.